Hey guys, this is Primitive Survival with William Macy. Alright, today I'm going to show you how to make char cloth.
So what you need to make char cloth is you need a fire, you need a tin container with a lid and a small hole on the top of the lid. I don't know if you can see that, but I punched a little hole right here in the middle with just a nail. Just take it and just tap it a couple times so it goes through. And what the hole is for is that's so that the toxins or dyes can come out of this hole. And yeah, so you're using some metal. And then what you also need is a bandana. You want plant materials. This is 100% cotton, and it's just a bandana that I bought from Walmart. And so what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to rip it up into these small little pieces right here, just like 1.5 inch squares, whatever, just something big enough where you can light a fire with, or get that coal. So what I do is here's a couple I already got ripped up, but I take the ones I ripped up, put them in the container, and I'm going to put some more in there. But I just put them in there like that. There's no special way. And so what I do is take your bandana, go over a little bit, and just rip it. Let's see if I can get it ripped. Start just a little bit with my teeth and just pull. So once you got that, you can just rip it by hand like this. But for me, it's faster to take my knife and just go under and go like that. You set it in the container, and you just move on down the line. Alright, so we got enough char cloth material. So you're going to take your tin, just kind of smush it in there. Get it in like that. That's a good bunch. We take our lid and we just put it on top. There you go. We have our char cloth container with the bandana on the inside. So this is where that hole comes in handy, and the fire, of course. So what we do is we just take our container, set it on a nice hot spot. So I want to set it right on top there. So on top, the flames, you can do this on coals or what, but this is a very big fire, and I'm just going to put it on top. So what happens is this heats up, and you'll see the smoke eventually start to come out to the top. I'll put the camera in closer so you can see it. And what the smoke is that's the dyes, chemicals and stuff coming out. Because what you want is you want this pretty much burned, but not on fire. But you have some smoke coming off the top of your can, and it's coming right out of the hole. And so that's what you want. It looks, see there, that smoke is coming off out of your tin. And that is exactly what you want. And if there's a flame shooting up from there, you want to pull off your container. So we have this rocking and rolling. We got the smoke coming off. There's really no smoke from the fire. All that smoke is coming from the container. So we're just going to let it sit on here. See, it's been about just a little bit right now. A couple seconds so far. I'll put the time down exactly how long it takes. Yeah, so that is the char cloth. So I just put on a nice bed of coals and let it go, work for a little bit. And we'll take it off and let it cool down a little bit so we can touch it. And then we'll take off the lid. And if it's dark enough and can't see any more blue, because the bandana is blue, so if it's all nice and black, then I know we have a good batch of char cloth, sorry. So we have had a little flame on our char cloth, so you just take it off. This is where a pair of leather gloves comes in handy. It's still hot, you still burn your fingers, just be quick. So we had a flame, but it's gone now, so we can put it back on. Let it go for a little longer. I'm going to make sure all this is gone, because this is for the flint and steel or ferro rod. So you want this really cold up, so that way you can, sparks will catch it and it will turn into a coal. If you don't, and you have just the regular bandana, it won't catch the sparks right, and it'll be a lot harder to make a fire with your flint and steel or ferro rod. Alright, so there's no more smoke coming out, so I'm going to take it off, let it cool down for a little bit until I can handle it easily with my gloves. Alright, so this is the char cloth. See how it's nice, black? Oh shoot. So I opened it up a little bit too early, as you can see, and it started to turn into a coal because it got the air to it. Because what this can does, it makes the air not be able to get to it, so that way it doesn't turn into a coal. But I accidentally opened it too soon and it started to burn. So we'll let it sit for a little bit and hopefully it'll be okay. Well, it's still okay. So yeah, you saw it turned into a coal because the air got to it. I don't know if you can see the glow, but it started glowing and it was a coal. But I just put the lid back on and the air wasn't able to get to it enough, so it died. But yeah, this is the char cloth. This is done. It took about 2 minutes for it to turn from the bandana. When I put it in, I put it in the bandana in the container and put it on the fire, and in 2 minutes it went from this blue dyes, all that kind of stuff, to this right here, this black char cloth, which is what we want. This is perfect. So what you can see, as you see, it got smaller. So what you could do is take this out and then put more in, and then once it turns into char cloth, you just add that back in, because it went like half the size of what I put in there. But I already have some I'm going to put in, so that's perfect for me right now. And yeah, so it's really cool. You have something to carry your char cloth in, and to make it all in one container. And this is a really handy tool to have when you're in the woods and you're using flint and steel or a ferro rod. And it's, yeah, real easy to make. You just need a fire tin container and a bandana or something else that's 100% plant fibers. I just use the bandana. And yeah, so that is char cloth, and I hope you like this demonstration of how I made it. If you liked this video and it was helpful to you, please subscribe and keep watching. Thank you.